Northern Elders Forum has warned that some of the measures being taken by some state governments will compound the desperate conditions of living of many communities in the north. The forum pointed out that measures such as suspension of markets, restriction on sale of petrol, closure of schools and some roads, declaration of curfew, and restriction on movement of cattle and the federal government's plan to restrict communication will only do more harm to the people. This was contained in a statement signed by Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, Director, Publicity and Advocacy of Northern Elders Forum, and made available to journalists in Abuja. The organization said it was closely monitoring the condition of many northern communities that have become particularly vulnerable to attacks and abuse by bandits, kidnappers, and related organized criminals. The forum said that the government should not stop at imposing these restrictions, demanding that those who have powers to impose them also have clear ideas over what they could achieve and when. The group pointed out that these measures bring about virtual economic and social lockdowns on people who had been at the mercy of criminals for a long time. Unless they are accompanied by an aggressive and effective assault on the banditry and kidnapping industry, they will merely add to the misery and hopelessness of our communities, the statement added. Worse, they could further embolden the bandits and the kidnappers when it becomes clear that the government and the security agencies cannot go beyond lockdowns on communities. Communities themselves will lose even more faith in the capacity of the Nigerian state to respond to their desperate circumstances. The perception that communities are on their own must never be allowed to take deeper roots, but it will when people see only the bandits and the kidnappers winning. The forum calls on the federal government to assist states to revive communities that are now living under additional pressures. State governments imposing additional hardship on communities must know that the measures they are introducing must produce tangible results within a period that makes them meaningful and tolerable. The North, recently, most governors in the North, they've just been coming up with several things. The ones that will tell their citizens that, you know what, begin to defend yourself, carry arms. That's Masari, governor of Katsina State. Defend yourself and do this and do that. Then the ones that are shutting down all the schools, the ones that are putting a hold, suspending activities of communications company, network, and all of that. What Northern Elders Forum, they are stating that those restrictions, they are not bad in themselves. You know, the curfew, they are not bad in themselves. When the attack hit Jos Plateau State, the first thing the governor did was that he put a curfew. But did that curfew stop? It was after the 25 people were killed in Jos Plateau State that the governor placed curfew. Surprisingly, in the midst of that curfew, in the middle of that curfew, the other attack took place again, where 35 about 35 residents in Christian community were killed. And the question is that, okay, there is curfew now. How did these people go about? You put curfew, but there is no security agents to man the roads, to guard the whole place. So they locked people in their house. People shouldn't come out. Why the attackers move freely to come and kill them, to come and maim them? That was one thing that the people in that community were crying about, that this is evil. You put curfew, you lock us all up in the house. It means that this was properly orchestrated, very well calculated and planned, that let there be curfew so that the killer headsmen can have access. It's very sad. What Northern Elders are saying right now, it makes sense. They are stating that you cannot be putting all of these restrictions and you don't have anything in front that you are looking at achieving, or you don't have any other measures. So you just everybody sit at home, or everybody no school, and security operatives are not doing anything. That will cause more trouble, that will cause more chaos, that will compound the desperate conditions of living of many communities in the north. Very correct, very correct. You cannot just shut down markets, suspension of markets, restriction on sale of petrol, closure of schools and some roads, declaration of curfews. That maybe it's just for them to be in the news that the governor is doing something. The governor just restricted sale of petrol. The governor just closed some schools and some roads. The governor just declared curfew and restriction on movement and all of that. And they are not doing anything, and there are no security operatives. Masari just exposed President Muhammadu Buhari's government. Governor Masari was really, really lamenting the sort of security that we have. He now did the maths that, looking at the population of Katsina State, that there are about 3,000 policemen in the state, and with that population, it means that if they want to ratio it, the ratio of the policemen to the indigents is like one policeman to 3,000 people. That is unbelievable. Very, very unbelievable. And after he said that, that was when the Inspector General of Police was now saying that he came into office in a very trying time, and what they are doing, what they are planning on doing, is to recruit. They are going to start recruiting. When they've killed people, that is when they want to start recruiting. So it's very shameful. So Northern Elders Forum, they are stating right now, move above that, go beyond that, go beyond that. That should not be the only thing you are thinking of without any result. For whatever reasons, if you have any of these things in place, like on any of these restriction, you should have what you intend to achieve. So let's say if there's curfew, then security operatives should be all over the street everywhere to ensure that those that are in the house, because you lock them in the house, the attack will take them on unawares. They will not even see it coming. That one is even worse off. The Christians that they killed in Jos, they were in their house, they were murdered inside their room, inside their house. Very painful. Very painful. I just hope that the governors in the north, they will move beyond all of these restrictions. If that is all they know to do, then it's very disappointing, very disheartening. Northern Governors Forum has blasted President Muhammad Buhari's government before now that they've run out of options. They don't even have options. They don't have anything to do. If this is all they know how to do, just restrict movement, close schools, and they are not putting anything in place, they are not seeking intelligence on that area to see where the attacks are coming from. But anyways, they are the ones. Is Buhari's government not the one sponsoring this banditry? It's Buhari's government, so they know all they are doing. They know all they are doing very well. Zamfara State Governor the other day was lamenting that this is beyond him, that he is not winning the fight. He doesn't know what is going on. President Muhammad Buhari, his government is the one even sponsoring this banditry. That is why the governors, it looks like they don't even know what they are doing. They place all of these restrictions with no goal ahead, nothing to achieve. Well, I hope that this message from the Northern Elders Forum will make the governors think more and then begin to act appropriately. Well, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, click on the like button. If it's your first time, please hit on the subscribe button. God bless you. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.